Hello and welcome to Business Incorporated, coming to you live from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Chimezie Obi Iwagu. Thank you for joining us. On the show today, Kenya Airways CEO sees 10% revenue jump from direct U.S. flights. Angola's President sacks Dos Santos' son as head of Sovereign Wealth Fund. Plus, Somalia looks to revive its tourism sector after years of conflict. We'll start off the show with the markets, and here on the African continent, the Nigerian stock market is still taking the shine off the other markets we track here as the index crosses the 42,000 mark, up 2.19% at intraday, thanks to Seplat, Dangote Cement and Nigerian breweries. Egypt was also up 0.38%. However, the South African JSE index was down 0.76%. Kenya was also down on Wednesday. In the Middle East, markets were majorly up at intraday trading. The Saudi stock index was 0.32% higher, with the petrochemical sector mixed, although Petrober SE, which has also been boosted by news of production starting at its Phase 2 complex, added a further 2.3%. It has jumped 9.6% so far this year. Dubai's index fell 0.14% as real estate blue chip Emma Properties lost 0.8%. The most heavily traded stock, amusement park operator DXB Entertainments, pulled back 1.1% after surging 13% this year. In Qatar, the index was up 0.97%, Medicare Group surged 5.2%, and Amal Corporation, which had gained over 6% in the past 2 days after announcing plans for an affiliate to build 3 local factories, added a further 1.1%. And Abu Dhabi was up 0.25%. In Europe, markets were mixed in early trade as investors monitored the release of corporate earnings and economic data. Let's talk to Daniel Koo, my colleague in Frankfurt, for more from Europe. Good afternoon, Daniel. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, hello, Jimmy, to you from Frankfurt, the financial capital of Germany. Hope you're doing just fine today.
I'm doing great, Daniel. Well, South Korea, one of the world's biggest cryptocurrency markets, plans to ban its trading. Why is this happening? How concerned are players in this market in Europe?
Well, it certainly would be one of the biggest backlashes for the cryptocurrency that we have seen so far. You just said it. The country is one of the biggest players when it comes to the cryptocurrency. So we had this statement a little bit earlier by the Justice Minister of South Korea stating that they are rethinking to enforce a law in the country that would pretty much shut down all those platforms from South Korea who are offering to do trade with a cryptocurrency. Why is this happening? Well, in the last days, we have seen lots of police and also investigation by tax authorities in the country. That's because the South Korean government has been saying that there are many people who are not paying taxes on the money that they made with a cryptocurrency. And it's just another call, I guess, to have this cryptocurrency also to be in any way more regulated. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting what's going to happen. We also had a statement a little bit earlier from the presidential office in South Korea stating that all of this is not yet at a final stage. South Korea has been also accusing North Korea in the past to avoid international sanctions, basically using the cryptocurrency as another currency. So this is also not making them happy. Is this all now going to mean that there are not going to be any more cryptocurrency trading from South Korea? Certainly not. Those platforms might be shut down. But frankly speaking, there are so many international platforms around the world where you can do the cryptocurrency trading as well.
Well, I guess it's just about calling for more regulation in that market. Now let's look at Germany. The preliminary 2017 GDP estimate shows growth of 2.2%, while France's central bank has hiked fourth quarter growth forecast to 0.6%. How tight is this economic growth race between Berlin and Paris?
Yeah, very interesting question. Well, there's always this play pretty much going on. Who is stronger, Germany or France? Well, Germany, of course, is the #1 economy here in the Eurozone. But in general, even though the numbers are slightly different, France, of course, is also the biggest, key player here beside Germany. And of course, now even getting more importance with Brexit to happen in 2019. What is the case that Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, is really having some trouble to get all those reforms going that he wants to have implemented. On the other hand, I would also like to share with you that, of course, economists here in Germany today are very happy about this 2.2 growth of the German economy in 2017, with also a very strong forecast for this year, 2018. A senior economist of Unit Credit Bank was stating a little bit earlier that Germany is pretty much jumping from record to record. And I guess we have talked so many times this year about records for the German economy. But of course, there is some downside of the entire story as well. Germany has a very strong economy, also a very high surplus production that many other countries, the United States, for example, always are criticizing. But of course, with Germany very strong in export, at the end, this is also hurting some other economies here in Europe as well. We are not most likely going to be so happy about the results. Also, economists are saying that 2018 is going to be a very interesting year. Still, this tension going on between North Korea and the United States. Two presidents, very unpredictable. Brexit, there's this rumor that Brexit at the end could be also become very expensive for Germany. So those factors could be harming in 2018 the economy. But in general, of course, investors here are also thinking that 2018 is really going to be a strong year again for the country.